cars. Of course, I picked the busiest street to film. Hey, it's Dee. Welcome back to my channel. And if it's your first time, welcome aboard. You are now officially a plant body baby. This is my van build series that is now officially transitioned into my van life series. And today is finally the full tour. Things will still change as I live in it and as I adapt and see what I really need and what's necessary. But today is the full tour, so let's take the tour. We are going to start off with the captain's chair. That is me, Captain D. That's cute. Come on, come look. All right. So this is the captain's seat. Anywho, this is the captain's seat, y'all. So this is my zone right here. I'll show you guys what I'm working with over here in my console area. But behind me is my dream catcher that I had in my Nissan Juke. I used to do road trips. In addition to living in my car for 14 months, I did camping. I did car camping in my Juke, and I had this. And we brought her over to the van, so I like having that hanging there. Also behind my seat is my windshield visor for the front window. I use the silver side during the day, and at night when I camp out, especially when I'm stealth camping, I use the black side. That lives right behind the curtain and in between the seat, and I just kind of tuck it between there. Also, what lives behind the seat, come a little closer. Okay, also what lives behind the captain's seat, my seat, is, whoops, my big green coat. Can you see this here? All right, so also behind my seat is my big green coat, my visor that just fell. My big green coat, this is my additional water tank here. And I also have my little fire extinguisher that lives tucked right there. Water, coat, and my visor that just fell. Okay, so in the dash is where I have, of course, my phone holder, my extra little USB fan that's hanging out there. I just got new tires done, and they didn't put this back on one of them. I mean, I can kind of see why. So I decided to just put it in the window and let it live there. Incense always burning, and I'll get to that side in a second. But of course here, I got my cup holder, my bedazzled cup holder, and my little jewel that fell off my braid. So that lives there. My speaker, a little notepad. Every time I go to a fair park, I save the receipt and the little thing that you have to put in your window. That lives there. A little notepad, a couple pens, again my speaker. And this is my console here. My little sister gave me this, and I've put it into a box, which underneath there holds a lot of other storage. This is a solar charger that my little sister bought for me, which is super handy. That is going to go in my hiking backpack, along with other things. I think I have art things there, sketchbooks, journals, etc. And on this side is my switch to my lights, which I will go ahead and turn on actually. Switch to my lights. Now under this blanket, I keep this blanket laying over here because I have my backpack with my laptop and my purse right here. But other than that, I have things like extra water, and this is like for when I'm outside camping out. I have that, and underneath that, I'm gonna go without pulling it up. There is a container. This container is all swimsuits. All swimsuits. And that's just where that lives. And then over here, this is just a towel that I grab when I'm eating in the seat. I have these, which I'll probably get rid of. They were in my house for when guests come over, they can grab a little candy snack or whatever. And then I have additional journals here and a notebook here, room spray, and my pens there. And then this just again covers so that no one sees my purse or anything. And that just goes back right there, so no one sees. Okay, so let's hop over to the passenger side, which is my vanity. I know, girl. She is real clever. She real clever. All right, so coming in, we have storage here. We've got face mask, just a book, eyelashes, wipes, and then additional packs of makeup wipe removers, extra lighter, lip gloss, body something. And coming over to here, so this, starting at the bottom, this is additional storage. So under here, I just keep it covered. Again, just disguising everything. So this is my gym bag and my shower bag. And now when I remove my gym bag and my shower bag, under there lies my basket of shoes. And then of course another my gym pad. And this is just a block if ever needed for jacking up my car or putting it behind my tire, whatever the case. Sneakers, shoes. This is my makeup case that you've seen in a different video. And then just additional storage things. This goes to my shower. That should be in the back. And then just additional cleaning things, incense, etc. So that's my additional storage. So that goes back there. Okay, and this is just a piece of like a tray that I made from extra scrap wood that we had, and I just bought this little thing. I use this for multiple things, eating on, writing on, whatever. It just kind of lives in this seat right here. When I get things, I just kind of sit them over here. But I do sit here, of course, and I do my makeup. So this again is my vanity. So I sit here, of course I move that, and I do my makeup right here. So this is where I do my makeup, and then of course when I'm done doing my makeup, this lies down flat over that. This then lays down like so, and then that covers that up, and that lives right there. Oops. And then my incense pretty much kind of lives right there. And that concludes my vanity. Oh, so my incense lives there, and then these are my incense sitting in this holder right here. And I just have scissors, and then these are my window covers for the front windows, just an extra pouch, my water cup, an umbrella, and I think these are sunglasses, and my long extended phone. Oh, this is a whole power jack, a portable power jack right there. And this is my refrigerator that is plugged into the USB, and that on that side is my 200-watt inverter that is plugged in to the other side. That concludes the vanity. So let's move on to the back of the cab, which is the living area and the bedroom and the garage and the bathroom and the hallway. You get the message. Actually, before I move to the main part of the cabin, let me show you this side, which I need to unlock it first. So this side, I always keep the window covered on this side so that it just looks like tinted windows. So just kind of just cut it down. So this is the back of my kitchenette, which is, if you've seen the video before, if you've seen the video before, you know that this is an old bookshelf that I had in my house that I repurposed. And then this is the water in the kitchen. Of course, my additional jug is behind the seat. Right now, while I'm sitting still, I just put this food storage, but I'll show you that on the other side. On the doors, it's just extra storage. So on the doors, I'm using for extra storage. So these are just trash bags. This is my dishwashing liquid. Just some little bags, scrubs, tea collection over here, and just a medicine herb book down there. And then I keep my pot and pan down here. I haven't been able to use it yet because I don't have a burner yet. These are my hiking boots that are in plastic because they're really dirty. And that's all that's under there. And oh, and this my dad gave me is a propane canister, which I will need because I just ordered a indoor propane heater. So this is the back side. This is kind of what you see, but at the same time what you don't see because it's big. Alright, so this is one side of the back of the doors, which I call this my garage. So I've got my hiking hats there. This is my old belt that was just replaced. My, what do you call it? My fanny pack there. Those are just some extra curtains. Washer fluid. There's a funnel there, a vest, bug spray, DW40, jumper cables. So this is my garage, and I just have right now an extra trash bag hanging there. And on the other side, so this is my bathroom side. I did do a backsplash wallpaper that I got from Dollar Tree, just to bring in that purple color that I like. But this is pretty much all my bathroom essentials: tampons, extra sponge, this is like cleaning spray. My extra water pump is in here. I just took it out of the box because it was taking up too much space. And just, I don't know, this is hair product. And this is my shampoo, sponge, soap dish. I was looking for that. You know, these right here, my little sister bought me this and this. These are some bath sponges. They smell really great. So all you have to do is wet it and you soap up. You don't need to rinse off. They work amazingly if you're kind of in that in-between shower. And a little Perry bottle for like a manual bidet. So I'm excited to use it. I haven't used it yet. But this is my bathroom side. And as you can see, these are the window covers that I made out of the scrap fabric that my mom had left over. Hello, come on into my bathroom through the garage. This is the garage. Come on into my bathroom. So a lot of you already have seen this, and you've seen the build and kind of seen me work with that. All right, so welcome to my bathroom. This is my lovely mystic chandelier that I got from Goodwill. Alright, so first off, this is my hanging bathroom shelf that I repurposed. It was hanging in my shower. So this has my contact solution, hair products, just decorative oil, hair conditioner, my Florida water deodorant, castor oil, face wash, Q-tips, bathroom stuff. Things that you need when you're, you know, at the sink. My hanging towel. These are some little... Oh, and then this is my lovely little under cabinet and earthy kit. And then pretty much anything you need in the bathroom. I need to empty my gray water very soon. Got about a quarter left. Yeah, all my products are under there just as any other bathroom. And then this sink bowl was also purchased at Goodwill for like $2, I think. Yeah, so we did a whole, you saw the whole process, but this is the finished product. Come a little closer and I'll show you the details. All right, so again, underneath the cabinet, so this is just my bowl that I use my Aztec face mask. And then, if I can get that out, and this is just extra stuff that kind of has no place to live. So this is just extra soap for my soap container, wipes, coconut oil. This is my fresh water, gray water that, as you can see, needs to be emptied. Nail polish stuff, hair. And then up here we have some little packets of products in the back. Extra hair storage, my toothpaste supply, hair products, face stuff, little containers that I steal from hotels when I work and stay at hotels. And yeah, like some little eye patches, hair ties, etc. Things that, you know, belong in the bathroom. And then my earthy kit. All right, bathroom sink. And then this is a little 2-drawer set that I got that has like little perfumes in there, extra floss, and another little perfume, some rings for the hooks, extra contact holder, and that just kind of lives there. This is my new addition. And that is at the bottom here, what I showed you earlier, this soap. This is the refill. I love this soap. It is a vegan Bayless and Harding vegan oud, cedar, and amber hand soap. Goodness, it smells so good. And I just feel this with it. And that just kind of lives right there so it doesn't plop around. This came from the dollar store. It's supposed to hold pens, but I have, as you can see, toothbrush. This is toothpaste. This is Cocoa Lab toothpaste, which actually is surprisingly great. And this is a remote control for a light that I haven't used very much. And this is dental floss, of course, and a lighter. And then this, of course, is my running water. It's USB. I need to probably charge it up, but that's my running water. And then other products, oils. I think those are toothpaste strips, whitening, vitamin C oil, etc. You know, face products, Seek stuff. I do have a mirror that I have not hung yet. It's actually a mirror that goes on the back of, it's actually a mirror that goes on the visor in the front of the car that has a light on it, but I want to hang it right here, and it's perfect to have like a little light there. But yeah, so that concludes the sink side of the bathroom. So let's go over to the toilet side. Now all of you have probably already seen my little toilet, but this is my toilet. And it does have a lid on there, which I leave that on at all times. It contains scents, but I do additionally put things in there, which I'll show you in a second. But this is my lovely toilet. And what lives behind my toilet is my shower curtain for my outdoor showers, my portable shower that you fill with water, and that little piece in the front that we saw earlier goes to this. And this is my freshwater hose that lives back there as well. So those just kind of live back there. Because this doesn't push back all the way anyhow, there's a big gap. So that was perfect to just store that there. And I usually keep my bath towel on top of that as well. Okay, let's start down here. This is supposed to be a trash can, but as you can see, I'm using it for additional storage as well. These are the trash bags that go to the toilet, additional bags that I use for that, and perfume products. This is some essential oil, lemon, eucalyptus, that lives there, some additional essential oil. So this is kind of like my fragrance, and there's some vitamins there as well that lives there. And candles, perfumes, body sprays. These are some little jewelry pouches that kind of live there. Toilet paper, of course, extra cubby of things that I may need at some point in time. All right, and moving up top, this is just a basket that I got from the dollar store. They were $1 each. I have two, one up front. Then this is just my hanging sponge that I thought would look cute hanging there, and a little decorative wall hanging that was hanging in my living room at my house rental. But this is just these right here. Actually, I get these little toilet bowl holders or toilet bowl fresheners, and I just take them out and I break a piece off and I just dump it in there, and it keeps the scent fresh as well. But this is just additional products, little lavender scented trash bags, some little toiletries that I just got from some more skincare products, head scarves. This is a waterproof camera, my sunglass case. This is a tuning fork, scissors, a receipt from Walmart. But yeah, so this is just additional storage, just some decor. A lot of these things will come down when I drive. But yeah, so this is just some storage that I have sitting back here. Jewelry that I have sitting back here decoratively in my little case, an extra mirror behind there. I did wallpaper the back to try to do a little bit of a separation, but that completes my bathroom. This is a half wall that my mom built. It's super cute to separate the bathroom from the living room / bedroom. Thanks, Mom. There's a meeting in my bedroom. And please, girl, don't be late. There's a meeting in my bedroom. There's a meeting in my bedroom. And this is my closet. Isn't she cute? So on this side of my closet, I have a little hook. Usually hanging here is my bathrobe, but to show you guys a clear view of how everything actually looks, I kind of took all the excess things out. But this is a hook where my bathrobe hangs, and an additional dress that I can just like throw on and go. And this is the inside of my closet. Come look. So I have hanging clothes that are on both sides. So the clothes are hanging, hooking in this way instead of going across, if that makes sense. Let me just show you. How about that? So this is a sweater that's rolled up on the little hook that I had in my bathroom, in addition to my beach towel. So as you can see, the hangers are hanging that way. So I have a row of clothes on this side hanging over, And then it's mostly my long sleeve, nicer shirts. And then over here is like blazers and suits and things like that. And as you can see, if I can get it to focus. Focus, man. And so hanging on that side. So I have 2 rows, so I have plenty of clothes. Now at the bottom of here, I do have an extra couple of sweaters balled up, but I also have shoes stored down there. Those are my MK boots. I don't know if you can see that, but I have shoes down there. It's kind of hard to maneuver, but additional shoes there. Yeah, so shoes are all at the bottom, in addition to a heater that I probably won't be able to use, but I just bought a propane heater, which I'm excited. So I'm gonna be at Thanksgiving. So here's the thing, here's the plan. Thanksgiving, I am gonna go back to my home base, my mom's house, and I'm gonna switch out everything that I'm learning that I don't actually need, and then putting that in storage there, and then just kind of reorganizing everything to what I do need and how I do need to function now that I'm going to be living in it and kind of getting a feel of it. And it's going to be over a month. It's October at the end of November, so I'll be on the road for a whole month, so I'll be able to figure that out by the time Thanksgiving comes and I make it back. So let's continue on to let's do the kitchen. All right, so here's my kitchenette. I'm gonna start right here, right in between my dry food storage or my pantry in the kitchenette is my knee pad. So if I'm on my knees like I am now, I have a knee pad there. And then I also have a cutting board. Oh, this is my thing, which I probably won't be able to use unless I get a really powerful generator. But this is my cutting board that lives right there. And this goes to my tea kettle, which I haven't been able to use yet because I haven't had proper power source yet. But this is my pantry. All right, so again, this is my pantry. I've got like tools over here, strainers, spatula, straw cleaners. A bunch of straw cleaners are in here. And then I have chia seeds, like spray once I am able to cook. That lies there. Some extra unground flax seeds, vanilla extract, some other dry goods down here. Those are breadcrumbs that I use for one recipe and I just still have them, so I brought them along. Additional herbs in these little jars here. I've got 3 of them. And at the bottom, we've got dry food storage. I think I have a container of rice down there, seasonings, and a few cans of chickpeas behind there. So that concludes my pantry. Now, as you can see, if you come up here on the side, I have 2 little hooks, and that holds my measuring cups and my measuring spoons. Super cute, I know. And moving on up is my spice rack, which me and my mom built. I built the one that's I built this one and my mom built this one. And then here I have my herb book that I draw herbs and kind of write out what they're good for, etc. And that just kind of lives right up there. That lives in front. So come around to this side. Whoops. So that is what that looks like. Moving on over. Back to the bottom of the kitchenette shelf, I have my dehydrator because I was determined to use it, especially after finding out I believe it's only 350 watts, which will be nice opposed to my kettle, which is 1500. This is for fruits, cutting fruits, storage containers. These are my salad masters. I love these. Cookbooks back there. Bowl. This houses some dry food. I think items are in there. Some dry food items are in this bowl. Moving on up to this shelf, my plates which I probably won't need because I'll be using paper plates and paper bowls. Plastic forks that I'm now using, just a pan for, I don't know, that probably will go back home. And this is my dish rack, which will probably also go back home. I haven't yet been able to use my glass cup, so I'm not sure yet. But once I'm able to actually use my kettle, then I'll see if I'm actually going to use my mugs. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But I won't know until I can get the proper power source to use my kettle because I love my tea in the mornings and at night. All right, so continuing on, I have my fruit bowl, which holds this fruit, some onion that I bought. I don't even know why, because I don't have anything to cook this onion. I have 2 onions, a yellow and a sweet onion and a red onion, or purple onion, whichever you prefer. And then these are some quinoa chips. And then these are my vitamins. And now all this is set up here, but when I drive, these 2 things usually stay up here, but these things are like put away. I literally just set this up here on this side for the video, but they kind of live kind of smushed up in this area some sort of a way. But this is my sink. I used it for the first time today when I was doing laundry. I washed dishes for the first time, and that took about a whole 2 weeks to get to. That's why I decided I don't think I'm going to be using dishes, regular dishes. I want to be able to just throw them away when I'm done. So that's why I went and got the paper plates, because that was a process of getting them done. But once I did them, I really loved being outside doing the dishes, and I'll put a little clip in there and show you guys. So this is my current dry food and my additional cup. So this is like my gym water cup. This is just an extra mug that I have. This is usually what I drink my hot tea out of. My gym cup, and then just an extra cup. And then I just got these oats today. And then like dry food items are here. This was some gelato I had, but I put my brown sugar for my oatmeal in those, and they fit perfectly. And then here is my juicer, which I used only once, but I'm excited to continue using that. I do have a fan, which is amazing. It has a light. When you turn the fan on, you can set the timer. The light goes brighter, but that's like, goes really high. It gets really cold, but that's that. And then here is my lovely refrigerator. I absolutely love this refrigerator. So either side, you can make it whichever temperature you want. So if you want double fridge, you can do double fridge. If you want double freezer, you can do double freezer. If you want freezer small, large fridge, or if you do want large fridge, small refrigerator, if you want both freezer, either way, you can do it with this fridge. You Homie is the brand. And whoops, I do have it currently on the fridge side, the large side, and this is currently what I have. I just had lunch. I had a bag of salad, which has kind of been my on-the-go thing, and I have hummus under there, which I was eating those quinoa chips with, fruit for my oatmeal, and then yogurt, plant yogurt, silk. And pretty much I have that in the morning with banana. Right, and on the freezer side, I've got my new soy milk. I just bought that one. And then this is an older one that I had, and my creamer for my black tea. I like to have black tea. So I forgot that I had set this side because I had gotten some gelato, and I set that side to freezer, and I forgot, and I put my milk and my creamer back over there, and girl, it froze. And I was like, it's good to know that it actually freezes well. But yeah, it freezes well, and it's so wonderful. I love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, so moving on to my bed, my couch, my living space area is so comfortable. It's like my little cocoon. I absolutely love it. So of course, again, things come down when I get ready to go to bed. That table that's down there, it actually lives right here. When I'm driving, of course, but when I'm kind of set up somewhere as I am now, the table goes out most of the time. But this is just additional storage boxes here. A little decorative light. I use this a lot at night. Like if I have to get up and go to the restroom, I'll put that on. This is decorative. My books here. My little decorative giraffe. I love giraffes. And then my little love sign. The additional basket there that hangs over the bed, which I'll show you in a second. But this is my comfortable bed. It's so comfortable. Again, it is a couch. It folds up into a couch. Extra throw blankets, lots of pillows. So again, this shelf, this is actually a flashlight, but it's a night light as well. It changes colors. These are all of my eye masks. And then these are headscarves that I sleep in. This is some melatonin, and then some Aquaphor, because girl, you know, vitamin C. These are remotes to things. $2, and some BC powder. I hate taking things, but the pain in my arm has been crazy. Anywho, this is some fresh linen spray and some lip balm, because lips always got to be on moist. Okay. But yeah, so this is my cozy bed. My lights are on. I don't know if you can really see them, but this is my sanctuary. This is my sacred abode. I absolutely love my home. And I'm so glad that I took the risk to go ahead and do it, because it's been a long time thinking about it, dreaming about it, planning about it. I said, girl, you need to get up and do it. And I did. And I'm here, and it feels so good. I feel so liberated and so free. And just, I feel like I am walking in my true purpose, I feel like I'm walking in my true purpose and my authentic skin, and it just feels so amazing. And I want the same for you. So go ahead and hit subscribe and come along on this journey. And I hope what I'm doing helps you to find your path of true authenticity and live the life that you truly desire per your passions, and not what someone else wants for you or desires for you, but what you authentically want and desire for yourself. Because God placed some great skills and tasks and abilities in you. So if you're not doing those, it's like you're not fulfilling your true purpose on this earth. And I want that for you, because I want that for me. And I know life feels so much more liberating and free when we do those things that we're meant to do. And I'm just hanging up here chilling. This is my view, by the way. I'm at a local park, and life is amazing. All right, so that pretty much concludes my tour of the van. I'm so glad that you decided to join me on this tour today. If you are planning on building out a van or building out whatever you get, make it your own. I recommend doing a DIY because you get to make it your own, and you get to build it how you desire it to be built, and not but again, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But van life thus far has been incredible, because it's made me feel like my true self. And I think that is the goal of getting to peace, is living authentically. Sorry for the noise. Again, I'm on a busy street by the lake, of course, and it's a little noisy, so I hope you guys can hear me okay. But yes, that is the purpose of why I'm sharing what I'm sharing on this channel, is because we live in fear so much, and we fear so much that we don't follow our authentic path and who we are truly, what we truly desire, out of fear. But at the end of the day, think about it. If you don't do something that you would like to try, or just curious about, you're never gonna know. I would rather do something and fail and learn, and then maybe that takes me on another path to something else, or I meet some incredible person and we become the best of friends, or whatever the case may be. You will never know that journey, because you were too fearful to even just try. And I think when we live in that fear so much, that's what keeps us in this conformed pattern of life, to where everything that the government says, you got to go to school, you got to get a job, you got to go to college, get a 401k, you're going into debt as soon as you get out of high school, because you got to go to college, and then you have the student loan debt, and then you have your expensive books. And not saying that college is nothing against college at all. Like, absolutely go to college. I did. I went to community college. But it's just, when you're taught a certain way, and you're taught that you're not going to be anything if you don't do this one path, that is the control mechanism that the system has created for us, so they can keep control over us, so they can keep us in poverty, keep us in debt, so that we are not living in our authentic selves, because our authentic selves is the God of our lives. Because when you are living authentically, that subconscious mind, your higher self that is connected to God, therefore you create the life that you live and the way you experience things. Let me rephrase that. When you tap into that. So if you're not tapping into that, the system is constantly trying to pull you over here to keep control over you gaining your own self-power. Because when you are living authentically, that is powerful. And people fear a powerful person because they cannot control them. Think about that. I think that is the ultimate message for today. Again, thank you for joining me on the tour. I am Dee, and we are about to take off. I did do a short trip to Enchanted Rock, so make sure you check out that video if you haven't already. But I'm officially about to take off. I have some items that I ordered that I have to pick up from my sister's house tomorrow, and I will be officially on the road heading out van life for the rest of my life. Well, I'm not gonna say for the rest of my life, but van life until otherwise. But I do have some other plans, but of course we'll learn those along the way. And I'm just excited. I'm excited for myself. I'm excited and I'm proud of myself. I'm really proud of myself because I took a risk and I was unsure, but I took it anyway because I just could not sit in that rental house another day just thinking about being out in the world doing the things that I wanted to do and being outside in nature and just exploring health, wealth, and fitness and wellness. Because this isn't just a van life journey for me, it's also a wellness journey. As I mentioned, like things that are happening in my body, I'm like, okay, no, I've been plant-based for 8 years exactly now, and I need to ramp that up. And I'm going to start with some juicing once I eat all this food that I bought. I'm going to do more juicing and health treatments and spa sessions and things that will help me bring more wellness, health and wellness to my life and to my life experience. Because ultimately my goal is longevity. I want to live long and healthy so that I can be an example for the next generations and be a wise woman that can teach, generations to come, and to be here for that. But I'm just really intentionally trying to enhance everything about my life and my life experience, and health being the number one thing. So I'm back in the gym now, of course, for the gym purpose and for the shower purpose. And my health and wellness, as far as like me trying to go and essentially more high raw essentially, but just learning so much more about the high raw or raw diet in general, and traveling and trying raw food restaurants if I come across them, or vegan restaurants if I come across them. What else did I wanted to say? I also wanted to say, let's see. And also, I did do my first sweat house session, which is on my TikTok. So be sure to follow me there. But those are the types of things that I'm going to be trying out and seeing what works for me and how it benefits me, and just all the health, wealth, fitness related things. So if you're interested in that, please hit subscribe and come along on this journey with me. And I'm very excited for you in your path. So comment below if you are looking for van life, if you're interested in fitness and wellness, if you just like outdoors and nature. Comment, let me know which of those things, or if it's all of those things, and what state or country that you are watching from. So again, I'm Dee. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you guys on the next video.